Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taya and this is Fable, my dark fairy tale island. Feeling burnt out on life, not really on Animal Crossing, but just like tired emotionally, mentally. I need to just chill and play some cozy Animal Crossing. I think that would be very cute. I've really been enjoying just going to treasure islands and getting my storage feeling really nice. I don't have any wheat fields at the moment, which is a huge thing that I've been using all over this island. So I really need to get some wheat fields. Holy recycling bin. I'll show you what my storage is looking like. Yesterday, I think I went back and forth to like 4 treasure islands or more. I've been going pretty frequently to treasure islands just to stock up on stuff. Oh, I also, you know what? I should be making a list right now. That's what oh dear gosh. I almost dropped the granola switch like onto the ground. So what do we need? We need wheat fields. We need customization kits. It's such a random thing to think, but I have barely any glasses for this island and barely any socks. And whenever it comes time to get dressed, I'm like, oh, I don't have any socks. I don't have any glasses. Yeah, let's look through the storage. Let's like kind of identify some gaps in the storage here. Yes, I've got a fair amount of chairs, but I don't really use them a whole lot either. Mush, stool. Yeah, I've got lots of stool items. See, and then it's like, how do you, oh, simple panels. I feel like there are builds coming up that I'll need simple panels for, but most of it's really foresty areas, so
I'm already like overwhelmed and don't care.
I'm fighting today with like my own willpower. More mush lamps in different colors. Like this is all I have, and mush lamps and mush items in general are really good to collect. Maybe I'll write that down. I went and collected a bunch of these pine trees and vines and even decayed trees. And I have like enough mush parasols. I need more different kinds of leaf piles, actually. Not green. I need more like yellow, brown, red. Oh my god, I was at a treasure island that had grass standees and I didn't pick them up. A lot of these things too are like crafted items, so I might be able to go, oh no, they're in 2 different, because the treasure island that I go to is categorized by like A to L and then M to Z. For the grass standees, I'll have to go to one island, and then for the mush things, I'll have to go to another island. Did I have barrels? I don't really have a lot of barrels. Maybe I'll get some barrels too. Rocks. Garden rocks? Yeah, like garden rocks are a really good one. Yes, I need to grab some of those. And I'll be making my like stone. I feel like I want to have multiple stone. Oh, I wonder if I have enough mush stools. I only have 2. Let's get more mush low stools too. In the red white variation. We've got a lot to pick up. I would kind of like some more tabletop plant options and some more like tabletop book options, but for what? Sometimes it's like,
I'm gonna gather all these resources.
and then it was like, do I even need them? Oh, bug models. That's a huge one that I need, actually, that I keep forgetting about. Yes, that is a huge one. And then we're at the end of that. So, any kind of resources. Actually, I should get some more saplings. I need all kinds of wood, but regular wood I need the most of. Hardwood. I put like 3 pluses next to regular wood, 1 plus next to hardwood, and soft wood I need like just a 1 plus as well. I could probably use some more iron. I'm good on stone. I think I'm good on clay. Iron plus. Let me look through my DIYs just to see what kind of things I have, and from the list of things that I've said I need. Okay, so I have the mush lamp and mush low stool DIYs, and those just involve, okay, clay, skinny mushrooms, and then round mushrooms, which I definitely have. So I have plenty of stuff to make these mush DIYs, the ones that I've been using the most and the ones that I'd like to pick up more of. I'm just gonna put have DIY next to the ones. Oh my god, this list is getting chaotic. Do I have the DIY for the garden rock? Oh, I do, and 15 stone. Man, rock DIYs really eat stone. Like, that is crazy. 90 stone? Gee golly gee whiz. I would like the DIY for the flat garden rock. You know what? I'm gonna add another plus besides stone because, like, yeah, we're probably gonna be going back and forth for a little while, but this is kind of how ideally I should stock up because this is the most detailed that I've been with it. Trust and believe I am not this organized typically when it comes to collecting stuff from treasure islands, but I hope that this will help get me into a better place with DIYs and materials. Do I not have any of the standee DIYs? Because that feels illegal. Wow, I don't have any of the standee DIYs. All standee DIYs. Tree and grass standees are my most used, so I'll just try to prioritize getting those ones. Oh, leaf piles. I wanted to see what leaf DIYs I have. Okay, I have the pile of leaves and the red leaf pile. So I just need the yellow and green. I don't know what the green, I think that's called like leaf pile DIY. They all have such strain. I think it's called green leaf pile actually. Yeah, green leaf pile. So I have a ton of green leaf piles. I don't need more, but I will grab the DIYs for them. Yes. I think that'll do. I would love more flowers. I'm kind of running low on flowers, but that's like just a nice to have. That's not like a critical item. Do I want to think about it right now? No, I don't. I don't feel like it. Okay, I'm just gonna drop all of my tools over here and then we're gonna head out. Probably gonna just put on a podcast and leave you to voiceover, Taya. Okie doke, Orville. Are you ready? Are you ready to work today? Because you're gonna be working today. Hey everybody, voiceover Taya here, and I can't remember because this was a little bit ago what podcast I put on, but please enjoy my weird laugh. Am I mortified? Yes, I kind of sound like I'm dying. Anywho, today we're going to Treasure Islands. I can't talk. My voice, like, listen to my voice. It's freaking scratchy for no reason. I have no idea why it does this sometimes when I go to record. It just decides, hey, I'm closing over entirely. What are you gonna do? You sound like you smoked 10 cigarettes today. So I just took a huge long break to rest my voice and did other things so my voice could warm up. First island that I went to, back to Treasure Islands, the whole point of this video. I went to this, it's called a learning island. I use Walty Wartooth on Twitch, and I understand that Walty Wartooth might not be the best choice for everybody, but because I play an absolute metric butt ton of Animal Crossing on a regular basis, I do find that it's worth it for me. Unfortunately, he's not doing like free islands anymore that you don't have to have a membership for, so I mean, it's a little bit disappointing because I would like to recommend Walty Wartooth more actively. But all that being said, I do find it very worth it. The way that Walty sets up the treasure islands, the variety of treasure islands, the amount of like organization and care that has been so clearly put into these islands is, I would say, bar none. So with that in mind, I do find a subscription has more than paid for itself with the amount of treasure islands that I use. All that is to say, it took me a little bit of time. This treasure island has been redecorated or reorganized since the last time I was here. Did take me a second to find the DIYs here, but once I found them, they're all organized by alphabet. I'm not 100% sure what the ones in gift wrapping are. I believe that those are ones that you can only get like from catching certain fish or something, so they will disappear from your pocket if you just grab them. That's why he's got them in these bags. I don't know why some of them are like in underground. Somebody went home. That was cute. That was cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're organized like that, but I typically just stay away from the ones that are in those little gift wraps. And if you do step on one of these holes, you'll go into a pitfall. So haven't tried that out. Don't know what that's all about, but I don't really think about it. I try not to think about it and try not to step in the little holes. So I am also really bad at just organizing my thoughts when I'm on a treasure island, which is good that I made a list. Like, making a list ahead of going to this island was huge for me. It just helped me to stay organized because I typically tend to like jump around a lot. Like, I'll get a DIY from down at the bottom right, and then I'll go back up and gather another one that's like in early in the alphabet. So having this list, I think, is something that I'll be more likely to do in the future because I really did help me a lot, actually. I mean, I do the same thing with grocery lists. I hate making a grocery list. I don't know what it is about just like the act of, oh, what do I need? Do I need this? Looking at this cupboard. Okay, where are the gaps in what I need? Looking through the refrigerator, because I always know, hey, there's going to be something that I'm going to forget regardless of whether I make a list. I'm going to forget that, oh, I needed carrots. And even if something is on the list, I tend to do this thing in the grocery store where, because I hate making lists so much, I don't like categorize them very well. Like, I won't do, hey, here's all the produce I need. Here's all of the other, canned goods. And here's all of the, I don't know, paper products or whatever, cleaning stuff, like body. Like, I will just mix, like, I'll have like cream next to carrots, next to dishwasher tablets, which I just realized I do need to go out and get dishwasher tablets, but you know what I'm saying. So I tend to do this thing where I'll go to the produce section and I'll gather everything that I think I need. And then later on in the store, I'll be like, oh, I forgot that I wanted to get, I don't know, grapes or something. And then I'll have to like go back. I've been craving a lot of really out of season fruit lately. Like, why do I want watermelon? Watermelon's not in season. You can't just find a watermelon for less than $13. And why are we just playing back this footage at like real-time speed? I think I might, for the next treasure island, like increase the speed just by a little bit. I'll see how it feels. And did I learn the DIYs on this island? I did, in fact, learn all the DIYs on this island because nobody was coming or going, and I just felt like it. I think actually in the rules for Walty Wartooth, they don't care if you learn things on this learning island specifically, but just be aware that like not every treasure island is going to allow you to learn the DIYs on the island. Don't be like me. I also realized there was a DIY that I was missing, or no, I realized that there was a DIY that I already knew, so I went to go and throw it in the garbage. Like a good humanitarian woman. Like a woman of the people. Just as Briar Rose would want us to do. Because I realized they had butterfly models here on this island. So I grabbed a lot of butterfly models. Have I since then used up almost all these butterfly models that I gathered? Yeah. I do not understand how I went through them so quickly. But I only have a few left after this trip where I gathered so many. Let's speed it up. Actually, let's get the footage up a little bit and see how we feel about it. I'm gonna be so speedy now. You know what? You can still see what I'm doing more or less. And I don't think that that's gonna really like hurt, being able to understand what's going on. It might a little bit. You know what? Do we want this to be chill or do we want this to feel like a panic attack? I think we want it to be a little more chill than this. Let's slow back down. And anyways, my pockets are full now. So we did go back to the airport and get the heck off this island. Here's a little look at the flyover for Miss Granola. Fable, that's not Granola. I haven't played on Granola in a hot minute. Also, I had a realization at this moment. Ugh, I should have got customization kits from that one. I forgot to get customization kits, so we'll get that on the next one. Fascinating stuff, Taya. I put everything away in my storage and we got the heck out of Dodge once more. Lots of resource gathering in this one. I find it interesting to show the inner workings of my mind. Next island. This was a like already pre-crafted DIY island, but I thought in my mind that they would have like 4 or 5 of each item. Really, there's only like 2 or 3 of each item on this island, so it wasn't as effective at gathering a bulk amount of items. But since I did in the previous island get crafting materials and DIYs, I felt like, okay, I'm gonna be able to make all these things anyways now that I have full pocket loads. But we started off with customization kits because I forgot those. I love how I literally just said there's only like 2 or 3 on every island of the like crafted stuff. And I don't know when Walty started doing these little like welcome to the island things. The first time that I saw those little messages from the island creator being like, welcome Taya, enjoy your visit, I was like, oh my god, do they know me? Like, are they talking to me specifically? What? They aren't. It's an auto response. Later, after getting it another time, I was like, oh, I guess it's not just like custom for me. But it's not. It's for everyone. And it's kind of cute. I don't actually particularly like it, but I do this thing. Okay, does anybody else do this in their head? I do this thing where I like race against myself. I'll put my clothes into the washing machine and then I have to like make it to the stairs that go back, like my little staircase there. I have to make it to the staircase by the time the washing machine like clicks on and I hear the water start running. I don't know. Does anybody else do that? So I kind of have a race with myself now on Walty Wartooth Islands that I have to pick up one item before they say hello to me and welcome. Is that dumb? Oh my god. I don't know why, but it literally goes through my head now. And sometimes I won't pick up an item before they've messaged that out. And I'm like, they beat me this time. I believe this Treasure Island is, this is the lower half of the alphabet for the island. So it's a M to Z island. And I can get all the items from M to Z crafted, and then I will go to another one that's from A to L. Today is a Thursday that I'm recording this voiceover, but tell me why this week feels like it's going by so fast. I don't even understand. But it feels like, okay, time is so stupid, but I feel like time is going by slow. Like the week is going by slow, but each individual day feels like it's going by at lightning speed. And so I'm like, well, that day went by quickly. It must be Friday by now. But no, it's Thursday. And my brain just cannot come to grips with it. It just cannot come to grips with reality, a la the Jafar song. We're heading back home. The pockets are full. Time for another Treasure Island. That was Treasure Island 2 in the books, baby. Oh, what was that? Did I just laugh? Ew, I need to mute that track. Ew, that scared me.
Da 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 da.
Home again, doodly doo, putting our stuff back in the storage. I kind of like the little mini review that you get when you're putting back the stuff that you just picked up at the island. It's kind of like a nice way to be like, oh, look at all the lovely things I'm putting into my storage. And we headed back out. This time we went to Monobrow, which on Walty Wartooth is a bulk building materials island. They also have, as you saw, all of the tools. But the main thing that they have is just like a lot of the kinds of items that you need a lot of, like medieval building sites and wheat fields and these columns and that kind of thing. Stuff that will be used to make like buildings or repetitive items that you'll need over and over again. So you don't just want to grab like one wheat field. You want to fill up your entire pocket with one type of wheat field. And it was like golden hour when I came to this island, so I couldn't really tell the different colors of wheat fields. I had to go by memory of where I know that these items are on the island when I've come before. They have like the golden wheat field, then they have the more desaturated one, and then they have the green one. But it took me a second because I was like, the green one didn't actually look green in this lighting. It looked like the golden one, and it kind of threw me off. There it is there to the right. I was confusion. Like when I saw that wheat field, I was like, wait, is this one the golden one or is this one the green one? Running around trying to figure it out. And I knew that they had some down a little bit further, and I was just like, I had to guess. I had to just say, well, that's gotta be the right one, right? Because there are the other two here, and I know that this one has all three different kinds, but without seeing them beside each other, I really couldn't tell the color of it. I just had to make a gamble, and I was like, oh, well, you know what? I'm just gonna grab this one, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This was an entire pocket load of just wheat fields, because I do need a lot of them. And yes, again, like the butterfly models, I have since then used up every single green wheat field that I grabbed. Green wheat fields are definitely my most used one on this island because I love how it looks in the forest. I love that kind of like, you put it behind a tree and it fills in like the trunk of the tree so that you don't see as much of like the behind awkward space. And I mean, do you need the flyover every single time? I don't know, but here it is again. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Every single time I do the flyover, we get villagers in the flyover too, which has been cute. There's Pecan all dressed up, strutting her stuff. Looking great, looking fresh as heck. I do need to finish up my entrance. It's ridiculous. Tested out that wheat field just to make sure that I had in fact grabbed a green wheat field, and I did. This entire pocket full of just wheat fields alone was mine to have. I burned through these things so fast. Like, it's so funny seeing me putting all these into my storage and knowing that most of them have just gone to where they needed to go on my island. And for our last treasure island, we are going to the one that has all the DIYs crafted, pre-crafted already from letters A to L. And it was really only the grass standees that I needed from this one. I kind of love though when you go to a treasure island. Oh yeah, I also grabbed leaf piles from this one. That's an L. Well, not a L, but you know what I mean. That's the word starts with L. So yeah, I can gather from a treasure island. One thing about me, I know how to gather. What the heck am I talking about? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm standing still because I'm looking at my list, as I was gonna say before. What was I gonna say before? Now I have to look back at what I was gonna say. I was going to say, just because I had very few things that I actually needed from this specific treasure island, I should have, in hindsight, prioritized going to a treasure island that had clothing items, because I am really lacking glasses and different kinds of stockings or socks. A lot of the stockings or socks in this game look a little bit modern, and I'm looking for ones that look a little more homespun. And glasses are, I don't know. When I dress my character up and I don't put every single type of clothing item on, I feel like a little bit empty, a little bit naked. Like for this character, for example, I didn't give her a bag, I didn't give her glasses, and I felt like, what have I done to this poor girl? Like, she doesn't have glasses on. She doesn't have any bag or anything. And it just feels funny to put like hair item, dress, socks, and shoes for whatever reason. So I need more glasses that fit the like cottage core, forest core aesthetic. But like I said, this is the final island that I went to on this day because I was tired, I guess. Because I was tired, I guess. Lame, weak. Just kidding. I'm not lame at all. I'm sleep deprived. And also at this time, I was getting pretty hungry. I'm looking back at this footage and I really did grab a lot of food items, not too many, but when I grabbed that coconut, the jar of coconut oil, I was really looking at those coconut pancakes, but I didn't have a need to grab coconut Like, why am I grabbing a cherry pie? That makes no sense. I mean, maybe it makes sense for this island, but it's so funny because I was literally feeling hungry, which is another reason why I just like kind of decided, okay, I'm good for the day. But this was really fun. I really enjoy going to treasure islands, and I had never actually been this detailed about treasure islands before. I don't think, like, I used to make lists when I would go to a treasure island, just like a grocery list, but this one was a little bit different. I was really deciding, okay, I'm gonna make a very detailed list, make sure that I get everything. I would do it this way again too. I really did enjoy it. It was fun to be a little bit more organized. I guess I'm the kind of person who does get a kick out of being super organized about stuff, which is funny. That it's not really in my personality. Like, I'm definitely not a A-type personality kind of person. Like, at school, I wasn't really an A-type. I did not need those fruit pancakes. I was craving them. I didn't want them for my island. I wanted them in real life. Like, in school, for example, I was never the kind of person that was super diligent when it came to like academic things. Like, when it came to creative pursuits, I was very like on it, did really well in school. But there's just something about a list that tricks my brain into being productive. If I make a list, I will be forced to check it off. It's like if I start reading a book, I can't very easily just be like, DNF, did not finish. I can't really do that when I'm reading a book, especially if I'm reading one on my Kindle. For some reason, the Kindle has been my key to just being like, well, I open my one book and it's the one book, like the one device has all my books, and whatever book it's open to, I just start reading and that's it. I just finished reading Song of Achilles, and definitely check the trigger warnings to see if this is the kind of book that you would like, but it was beautiful and heartbreaking, and I did not expect myself to like it as much as I did. I didn't really think it was completely up my alley, but I just needed something because my heart had done been ripped out by Book of Azrael. So I went to a 3-word titled book, Song of Achilles, and guess what? It was amazing and heartbreaking, and I don't think I'll ever forget it, and just an epic, epic story. Anywho, we returned back to Fable and put everything away back into my storage, and here is Real-Time Teo once again to send you off. Let me just do another run through of my storage. So I did pick up some of these leaf stools, which I had completely forgotten about. Thank you, Treasure Islands, for reminding me of those. I did get a couple of mush low stools, but I'm actually glad that I decided to prioritize getting materials as well, because now I can craft as many of those as I need. I got some more log benches, different kinds. Yeah, I got some more of these mush partitions in different colors. I got some jail bars, and I did get more mush lamps, even though like I forgot that one treasure island only has like 2 of every DIY. So yeah, making them myself will be very critical. A buttload of leaf piles, which I'm really thankful that I have like all of these now, and I also picked up the DIYs for them, so that will be helpful. I got a bunch more grass standees, so that's critical as well. Couple more barrels, a lot of wheat fields. I did a full pocket load just of wheat fields, different colors. And then yeah, I got some rocks. I got some more stone items because I think that these are very cute. I got some more pumpkin items. I think I'm hungry because I picked up like these were fully just like, oh, I'm hungry. I would like these fruit pancakes for some reason. I was like, yeah, that looks delicious. Of course I'm gonna grab it. My mouth is watering just thinking of it. That was pretty much it. I did grab a couple decoy ducks as well, and a shitload more bug models, specifically butterfly models, because I do love adding those in. And I probably could have stood to get even more bug models, but I'm pretty happy with the amount that I got. That is gonna do it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me to, you know, get my storage in order and get a bunch of items that I needed for this island. I definitely feel like my storage is a lot more robust and targeted towards the kind of island that I'm making. So make a list. Make a list. Don't forget to prioritize DIYs, I guess, are my learnings from this experiment in actually trying to collect stuff that I need and not just like guessing and going to a bunch of islands and then being like, I hope I got what I needed. Now I still hope I got what I needed, but I'm in a much more like thoughtful place about it. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.